Hi guys, my name is Chris and you're watching Wrestling Today. So let's start with the May 23rd episode of WWE SmackDown took place at the Enmarket Arena in Savannah, Georgia. The show continued the build-up to Money in the Bank. Several qualifying matches were held throughout the night. This week's SmackDown also included a women's Money in the Bank qualifying match. Giulia, Charlotte Flair, and Zelina Vega competed for a spot. The winner would advance to the upcoming ladder match. This match kicked off the show, as it cut a promo battle with Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair over Tiffany Stratton's title a bit short. Fans in the sold-out arena were very excited to see these three throw down, to say the least. This match also marked Giulia's SmackDown debut since her main roster call-up. Charlotte Flair had a figure 8 on Zelina Vega, but then Giulia nailed a dive off the top for her. Then she nailed a Northern Lights bomb on Vega to pick up the win. Now Giulia will be in the women's Money in the Bank match. On the May 16th episode of WWE SmackDown, Alexa Bliss secured the first spot in the women's Money in the Bank match. Roxanne Perez went on to win a triple threat match this week on Raw to earn a spot in the match. Rhea Ripley also punched her ticket to Money in the Bank. This week's SmackDown featured a men's Money in the Bank qualifying match. The participants were Aleister Black, LA Knight, and Nakamura. The winner would move one step closer to earning a spot in the ladder match. This match kicked off the show's third hour, and fans were more than ready to see it go down. Everyone in the contest had a chance to steal the spotlight. They also went through a commercial break. Fans were behind Aleister Black in a big way, as they chanted for him as he fought toe-to-toe with Nakamura. They traded some stiff strikes, but the two soon separated. Black caught Nakamura's knee when he tried for a Kinshasa. Then Black landed a Black Mass on Nakamura, but LA Knight threw him out of the ring to steal the pinfall. Now, LA Knight is on his way to Money in the Bank. We saw Solo Sikoa clinch the first spot in the men's Money in the Bank match. They did not hold any men's qualifying matches on Raw this week, but they will next week. After months of silence, the Wyatt Six finally made their return, and they did it with chaos. The May 23, 2025 episode of WWE SmackDown, in Georgia, ended in total destruction after the lights went out and the faction reappeared for the first time in over 5 months. As the Street Profits defended the WWE Tag Team titles against Fraxium in the night's main event, the action was suddenly interrupted when the entire arena went dark. When the lights came back on, Dexter Lumis, Joe Gacy, Eric Rowan, and Uncle Howdy were standing in the ring. Within seconds, they unleashed a violent beatdown on everyone in sight, laying waste to the champions, challengers, and anything that moved. The faction stood tall under the spotlight as darkness returned to the ring, closing out the broadcast with a chilling reminder, the Wyatt Six are back. This return wasn't entirely unexpected. A source within WWE Creative recently said that the group was coming back to SmackDown sooner than you think. Bo Dallas, who had been sidelined with an injury, has already been cleared for action. Even though they weren't added to live event tours, WWE was keeping them strictly for television, and now we know why. Is this the beginning of something even bigger for the Wyatt Six on SmackDown? And what does their return mean for the rest of the roster? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Who should step up to face them first? What's your take on the Wyatt Six? Do you think that they could get a major push at this point? Will Ospreay wants to run it back with AJ Styles, and this time, he wants it on his turf. The AEW star sat down with 3NT Wrestling and didn't hesitate to call out the WWE legend with one clear demand: leave WWE and meet him in AEW. When asked to name 5 wrestlers he'd love to face, dead or alive, Ospreay rattled off a list of icons, including 3 Japanese legends. Then, the conversation shifted toward a rivalry that fans have been itching to see revisited for nearly a decade. Will Ospreay vs AJ Styles? Ospreay and Styles originally clashed back in 2015 at RevPro High Stakes, but Ospreay believes the rematch would be a completely different story now. Look, I've already done it before, but I'm different now. I'm so different. I'm a grown-ass flipping man. I want AJ Styles. Quit your job, AJ. There's no doubt Ospreay still respects Styles. He's openly talked about idolizing him and even adopted the Styles Clash as a signature move in AEW, but that admiration has evolved into something else entirely. Now, he wants to test himself against the men he once looked up to, not as a fan, but as a peer. While fans are hyped at the idea, there's one major obstacle. AJ Styles has made it clear in the past that he plans to finish his career in WWE. Still, with Ospreay's rise in AEW and Styles' history of jumping promotions before, the door isn't completely closed. Would you want to see Will Ospreay vs AJ Styles one more time, this time in AEW? Or should Styles stay loyal to WWE and finish where he is? Thanks guys for watching and please subscribe.